Hey everyone, in this video I'll show you how to replace brake discs using my Audi A6 C5 as an example. First off, I took some measurements and found that the brake discs on the front wheels have worn down beyond acceptable limits, so it's better to replace them with new ones. I've bought Textar brake discs, here's how they look, and now I'll try to install them on the car. Replacing the front brake discs isn't too complicated, and the first step is to remove the caliper spring. Next, we'll unscrew the guide pins, one from the top and the other from the bottom. For convenience, you can disconnect the ABS sensor and brake pad wear sensor connectors so the wires don't pull on the caliper, which I'll be lifting up to free the brake disc. Then, we'll need to unscrew the two bolts holding the caliper bracket in place before we can remove the brake disc. For more details on removing the caliper, check out my previous video. Now, I'll show you how to do it more quickly. After I've unscrewed the guides and removed the spring, I can move the wires aside from their mounting points, and now nothing is in the way of removing the caliper. That's how I got the caliper out, and now I'll secure it somewhere so it doesn't get in the way. I've moved the caliper aside, and now I'm removing the brake pads. As you can see, the disc obstructs removing the caliper bracket, so I'll have to unscrew two more bolts holding it from the top and bottom. I've removed the bracket, setting it aside, and now nothing is obstructing removing the brake disc. As you can see, the brake disc comes off easily. Now, let's take a closer look at the old brake disc. From the outside, it looks fine, but what about the other side? Look at how much wear there is on the disc's surface, with a lip forming on its inner edge. And this part here is rubbing against the brake pad wear sensor. Also, see how the disc has suffered from corrosion on both its inner and outer surfaces. Let me demonstrate more clearly how worn the working surface of the brake disc is. If you place something on the disc, you can clearly see the wear. Interestingly, the lip that formed is rubbing against the brake pad wear sensor even on installed new brake pads. By the way, all the disc's ventilation holes were completely filled with sand. So even though the disc is ventilated, I don't know how long I've been driving with poorly ventilated brakes, meaning the disc was likely overheating. This brake disc definitely needs replacing. However, before installing the new part, make sure to clean the wheel hub and lubricate it with copper grease to prevent the disc from sticking to the hub in the future. So, I've applied a bit of grease to the hub, and now I'm starting to fit the new brake disc. To be honest, the new disc looks great. Now, all that's left is to reassemble everything in reverse order. Well, I've put the caliper back in place, tightened the guide pins, and reattached the spring. Here's how the brake disc looks with the caliper. I'd say its surface isn't shiny, more of a matte finish, but what's important is that the brakes work well. Next, I'm putting the wheel back on and going for a test drive. I've put the wheel on, now I'll take a short drive, test the brakes, and see how the new disc wears. So, I've pulled out of the garage, did a couple of stops. Everything's working well. The discs and pads are gradually bedding in. Here's how the brake disc looks from the other side. And this is how the brake discs look after I've driven 1 mile. That's it for now. See you soon in the next video. Bye.